as sent from patients claims the total amount deducted and the beneficiary of church deductions, as undertaken audit or investigations into the delays and the finding all actions taken against responsible parties. Steps being taken to settle all outstanding claims owed to accredited healthcare providers, including clear timeline for payment. Measures by the Ministry, TLC, and scheme administered to prevent disruption of service and guarantees teachers and their dependents timely access to quality health care. Thank you, Senator for M County, Dr. Alexander Munyimondigi, and Acting Deputy Majority.
Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to request for a statement on the ongoing harassment of the residents of Munungo Village in Mwibona Ward of Vihiga County and the neighboring Ram 53-1, to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations on the matter of county-wide concern regarding the continued harassment of the residents of Munungo Village, Mwibona Ward, Vihiga County, and 7th April 2026, in connection with the mineral prospecting activity in the area. Mr. Speaker, sir, residents of this area have been subjected to continuous harassment, intimidation, restricted access to their homes and farms, unlawful entry phones, and unauthorized access to personal data. Security officers have continued operations despite conservative orders on 5th February 2026 by the Environment and Lands Court sitting in Siaya, which barred any involuntary resettlement, land acquisition, or related compensation processes by Shanta Gold pending the hearing of petition number ELC 1 petition case number E002 of 2025. Demonstrations arising from the disputes in that area have led to numerous deaths, injuries, unlawful arrests, while motorcycles and other properties belonging to the residents remain in police custody. Mr. Speaker, this Sunday, I
read your statement as approved by the chair, please.
Very well. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1, the circumstances surrounding the deployment of police officers, including officers of the General Service Unit, GSU, to Munungo Village, outlining their mandate, the duration of the operation, and the persons or entities that requested or authorized the deployment. 2, the status of investigation into the reports of harassment, intimidation, unlawful entry into homes, displacement, trespass, destruction of property, and unlawful confiscation of or access to residents' mobile phones and personal data, including action against culpable officers. 3, the status of compliance with the conservative orders issued by the Environment and Land Court and the findings of investigation into the relationship between the entities undertaking mineral prospecting activities and the deployment or conduct of security officers. 4, the status of investigation into the death, injuries, and arrests arising from demonstration in the area, including the measures taken to establish accountability and prevent recurrence. 5, the number and description of motorcycles and other properties held by the police following the security operation, the legal basis for their continued detention, and the measures taken to facilitate their lawful release. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Fatuma Dulo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Orders 53.1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations on a matter of county-wide concern regarding the rising cases of insecurity in Isiolo County. Mr. Speaker, sir, within a span of 1 week, Isiolo County witnessed several violent incidents that resulted in the loss of lives and heightened fear among residents. On 28th July 2026, Mrs. Angelina Kananu, a businesswoman, was shot dead in a targeted attack, prompting protests by residents and traders demanding justice and enhanced security. Further, Mrs. Nasibo Tadicha Abdi, an 18-year-old girl who went missing from Malkagala location in Cherab Ward on 22nd July 2026, was later found dead on 23rd July. On 23rd July 2026, Mr. Isa Mohammed, a student at Isiolo Boys High School, was shot and killed in an incident involving a police officer. In the statement, the committee should address the following. Number 1, the circumstances surrounding the death of Mrs. Angelina Kananu, Mrs. Nasibo Tadicha Abdi, and Mr. Isa Mohammed, including the status of investigation, arrest made, and persons charged. Number 2, the measures
Senator
taken...
Chute and Senator Mundigi, take your seats.
Number 2, measures taken by national security agencies to address rising insecurity in Isiolo County, including the deployment of additional security personnel, patrols, and equipment. Number 3, the adequacy of police presence, equipment, and response capacity in Isiolo County, particularly in Isiolo Town and Cherab Ward, relative to the population and prevailing security threats. Number 4, the measures taken to investigate the involvement of police officer in the shooting of Mr. Isa Mohammed and ensure accountability, including the status of investigation by the Independent Police Oversight Authority. Finally, Mr. Speaker, the measures being taken in collaboration with the county government, local administrators, and community policing structures to restore public confidence and ensure the safety of residents, traders, and students in Isiolo County. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kavindu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Request for statement on alleged abduction of Mr. Jimmy Mutava in Mulolongo, Machakos County. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53.1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee of National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations on a matter of countrywide concerns regarding the alleged abduction of Mr. Mutava by armed, masked individuals, as heightened public fear among residents of Mulolongo and the larger Machakos County, and raised serious concerns about the resurgence of the abduction, undermining citizens' constitutional rights to security and protection surrounding the alleged abduction of Mr. Jimmy Mutava, including the progress of investigations, the action taken by the National Police Service and other relevant security agencies to establish his whereabouts, and the timelines of the responses from the time the incident was reported. 2, whether any suspects have been identified or arrested, and the measures being undertaken to ensure a swift, impartial, and transparent that will bring the perpetrators to justice. 3, the steps the government is taking to curb the rising cases of abductions and enforced disappearances, strengthen the public safety in Machakos County and nationwide, and restore public confidence in the country's security agencies. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senator Agnes Kavindu Mudhama, the Senator, Machakos County. Thank you.
Senator Esi Okenyuri.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Request for statement on the exclusion of junior secondary school teachers from the ongoing Teacher Service Commission promotion exercise. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education on a matter of national concern regarding the exclusion of junior secondary school teachers from the ongoing Teacher Service Commission promotion exercise for the financial year 20. Request for a statement on the exclusion of TSC promotion exercise. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the ongoing Teacher Service Commission promotion exercise for the financial year 2026-2027. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Teacher Service Commission has advertised for over 34,000 promotional vacancies for teachers across the country. However, concerns have arisen that qualified teachers serving in the junior secondary schools have been excluded from the exercise, as the online application system only recognizes teachers deployed to primary and senior secondary schools. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1, the reasons for excluding JSS teachers from the ongoing promotion exercise, stating whether the exclusion is consistent with the TSC's human resource and career progression policies and the number of JSS teachers eligible for promotion. 2, whether the TSC intends to review the promotion framework and online application system to enable qualified JSS teachers to apply for promotion opportunities, and if so, provide the timelines for the review. And finally, the measures to ensure that all qualified teachers, regardless of their level of deployment, have equitable access to promotion, professional development, and career advancement opportunities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Manzo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a request for a statement on the market access for farm produce from Makueni County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism on matter of countrywide concern regarding market access for mangoes, green grams, and pigeon peas produced in Makueni County. Makueni County, Mr. Speaker, sir, Makueni County is a leading producer of mangoes, green grams, and pigeon peas, which are key sources of income and livelihood for thousands of farmers. Farmers of these crops face persistent challenges in accessing reliable domestic and export markets, meeting quality and sanitary standards, and coping with sharp price fluctuations during peak harvest. The results has been significant post-harvest losses and reduced returns, particularly for mango farmers. In the statement, the committee should address the following. 1, the measures the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry is taking to secure reliable domestic and export markets for mangoes, green grams, and pigeon peas from Makueni County, and to ensure to meet quality, safety, and phytosanitary standards required for regional and international markets. 3, the interventions in place to stabilize prices and cushion farmers from losses during market gluts in peak harvest seasons. 4, the lessons learned from the challenges experienced by mango farmers during the last harvest season, and the measures be implemented to improve market access and strengthen value chain and reduce future post-harvest losses.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a request for a statement on the status of implementation of the 2017 Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA, for healthcare workers. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53.1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health on a matter of nationwide concern regarding the status of implementation of the 2017 Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA, affecting healthcare workers, especially nurses in the counties. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 2017 CBA between the Kenya National Union of Nurses, KNUN, and the government emerged from long-running disputes over pay, allowances, and working conditions. And while it was meant to settle those grievances through a return-to-work framework, implementation has remained slow and uneven, especially at county level. In the statement, the committee should address the following. Number 1, the status of implementation of the 2017 Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA, in each county, indicating the provisions that have been fully implemented, partially implemented, or remain outstanding. Number 2, the number of nurses and other health workers affected by non-implementation of the 2017 CBA per county, including salary harmonization, grading, promotions, redesignation, and paid arrears and delayed absorption into permanent and pensionable terms. Further, identify the counties that have failed to absorb eligible health workers on permanent and pensionable terms, and explain the reasons for the continued use of temporary or contractual employment. Number 3, Mr. Speaker, the amounts budgeted, released, and utilized in the financial year 2025-2026 and financial year 2026-2027 for implementing of the 2017 CBA and related return-to-work commitments in each county. Number 4, Mr. Speaker, the measures taken to enforce county government's compliance with the scheme of service, promotion guidelines, and applicable labor and public service standards in the health sector. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, the immediate and long-term measures being implemented to prevent recurrent health workers' strikes and ensure uninterrupted healthcare services in county referral hospitals and other public health facilities. Yours truly. Thank you.
Senator Sifuna.
Speaker, first allow me to correct the record. There was references to the Senator of Nairobi visiting the Kingdom of Lesotho. I have never been to Lesotho. I think the majority leader was conflating Lesotho with the Kingdom of Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland.
Even the chair has not visited Lesotho.
Correct. So I wanted to protect you, Speaker. When I was in the Speaker's good books, I was the permanent representative of the Senate to the Kingdom of Eswatini. Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53.1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare on a matter of countrywide concern regarding the welfare of workers at Hela Intimates EPZ Limited in the Kitengela Athi River zone. Mr. Speaker, over 3,000 workers are in distress due to delayed salaries and companies' failure to remit statutory deductions like the National Social Security Fund, Higher Education Loans Board, and Savings and Credit Cooperative Societies contribute substantial amounts owed to suppliers, exposing both workers and suppliers to vulnerability when companies cease operations or exit without settling financial and statutory obligations. In the statement, the committee should address the following. Number one, the current status of salary arrears, statutory deductions, severance pay, and outstanding payments to suppliers. Number two, investigations into the company's failure to remit statutory deductions and pay lawful benefits and action taken against responsible parties. Thirdly, the legal and regulatory safeguards in place to protect workers and suppliers when investors close or cease operations without settling salaries, statutory deductions, terminal benefits, and other lawful debts. And finally, measures by the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection and relevant agencies to ensure timely access to salaries, benefits, and statutory entitlements in similar cases going forward. I thank you, Speaker.
Senator Faki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee regarding the disbursement of funds under the Kenya Marine Fisheries and Socioeconomic Development (KEMSFED) project. Mr. Speaker, Department of Blue Economy Fisheries with the support from the World Bank. It covers the 5 coastal counties of Kwale, Mombasa, Kilifi, Tana River, and Lamu, and aims at to strengthen marine fisheries management and secure sustainable livelihoods for coastal communities. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee should address the following. Number one, the amount of money disbursed and spent in each county per financial year from the year 2020 to 2025. Number two, a breakdown of the projects undertaken in each county, their respective budgets, and a detailed list of beneficiary groups supported under the project. Number three, the reasons for delays in the procurement of boats for Mombasa, Kilifi, and Kwale counties, and the basis of restricting beneficiary groups from independently procuring goods and services for their projects. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senator Mohamed Faki Munyahaji, Senator for the County of Mombasa.
Senator Lomenen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I stand to request for a statement on the state of healthcare service delivery in Turkana County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health on a matter of country concern regarding the deteriorating state of health service delivery in Turkana County, particularly at Lodwar County Referral Hospital and other public health facilities across the county. Mr. Speaker, sir, residents of Turkana County continue to face persistent challenges, including shortages of essential medicines, inadequate staffing of a crowded health facilities, delayed treatment, and difficulties accessing services under the Social Health Authority, SHA. Concerns have also been raised that county government employees are unable to access benefits under the county medical cover and SHA, forcing many to meet medical expenses from their own resources. These challenges have reportedly resulted in avoidable suffering, adverse outcomes, and in some cases, loss of life, underscoring the need to urgent intervention to safeguard the constitutional rights to health care. In the statement, health care service delivery in Turkana County, including Lodwar County Referral Hospital and all public health facilities, with details on staffing levels, bed capacity, availability of essential medical, congestion in health facilities, referral services, and measures being implemented to address existing gaps. 2, the status of implementation of the Social Health Authority, SHA, and country employees' medical cover in Turkana County, including challenges affecting access to health care, reasons for continued SHA deduction despite reported service failures, measures to ensure uninterrupted and emergency health care services, and engagement with relevant national agencies to resolve the challenges. 3, measures the county government has put in place to compensate or reimburse county outcomes or loss of loved ones due to failure or inaccessibility of county medical cover and the social health authority, including any assessment undertaken and redress mechanisms established. 4, the budgetary allocation to the county health sector from year 2025 and to 2026 to date, the amount utilized, the programs funded, and the measures being implemented to ensure prudent utilization of resources, strengthen accountability and oversight, investigate complaints of negligence and poor service delivery, and restore public confidence in Turkana County's health services. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Now, honorable senators, we will come back for comments, but allow me, pursuant to Standing Order 45-2, to rearrange today's order paper so that we handle order number 11, order number 11 to 14, and thereafter come back for the comments for the statements that have been requested. Clerk. Yes, Senator Faki.
There was the report of the Delegated Legislation Committee, and I can see the chair is in the House, on the consideration of the 5 or so instruments from the NTSA. Maybe it has been pending on this order paper for a long time, since the 11th of June. Thank you.
So we'll come back to that once we are done with the orders that I've just mentioned. Clerk, proceed to call those orders.
Order number 11, the Assisted Reproductive Technology Bill, National Assembly Bills number 61 of 2022. Second reading, division.
Sergeant at Arms, kindly ring the division bell for 3 minutes. Sergeant at Arms, kindly close the doors and draw the bar. Now, honorable senators, we are doing division on order number 11. That is the Assisted Reproductive Technology Bill. No. Senator Mbugua and Senator Joyce, kindly proceed to dispatch and cast your votes. And honorable senators, we will move to the next order, and then at the end, I will announce the results for each order at the same time. Senator Joyce and Senator Mbugua, kindly proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Clerk, kindly call order number 13. Senator Joyce and Senator Mbugua, proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Senator Mundigi, proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Next order.
Order number 14, the Mining Amendments Bill, Senate Bills number 22 of 2025. Second reading, division.
proceed to dispatch and cast your vote. Starting with order number 11, that is the Assisted Reproductive Technology Bill. 27, nays 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for the regulation of assisted reproductive technology, to prohibit reproductive technology.
Order number 12, that is the Kenya Roads Amendment number 3 bill, National Assembly Bills number 3 of 2025. The ayes 2, the nays 25, abstention 0. So the nays have it. The result on order number 13, that is the referendum bill, Senate Bills number 3 of 2026. Nays at 24 votes. The nays 1, abstention 2. So the ayes have it. For clarity, allow me to announce the result once again. The ayes at 24, nays 1 vote, abstention 2 votes. So the ayes have it. And that is on order number 13, the referendum bill, Senate Bills number 3 of 2026.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide for the conduct of referendum and for connected purposes.
Now the result on order number 14, that is the Mining Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 22 of 2025. The ayes 20, nays 7, abstention 0. So having failed to attain the requisite threshold, the bill is lost. Sergeant at Arms, you may now open the door and withdraw the bar. We will now proceed with the comments on the request on the statements under order number 7. Senator Kavindu Mudama.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to comment on the statements. And I'll start with Senator Manso's statement on market access for farm produce from Makueni. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a very important statement, and I would like the committee which will look into this to check on this countrywide, because like in Machakos, we grow a lot of mangoes and oranges and avocado. And these are produce that, Mr. Speaker, once they are ripened, they don't have a long term span for storing. So I would request the committee that will deal with this statement to speak to the ministry concerned so that they can build cold rooms in all the counties where we produce such produces that cannot be stored for long, so that the Mwananchi can at least store their produce and sell them at the right time when they get the market. And they also look for markets, not only for Makueni, but also Machakos and any other county where they grow such produces that do not last long. Mr. Speaker, farmers put a lot of hard labor on this farming, but they receive a very little income from it because of most of these producers go bad, should look for market locally and internationally for farmers so that farmers can get money from the produces that they grow and keep them very well. Mr. Speaker, most of the people, the brokers who can get market on their own, they go and buy those produces from our farmers at a very throwaway price. You'll find that the broker gets more money than the farmer. So the ministry should really look into this so that the farmers can benefit. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I support.
The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I want to make a comment on the statement by Senator Mundigi on teachers. But before I comment, I really want to celebrate Senator Mundigi. You know, I saw another man who I'm not sure whether he's sane, Mr. Speaker, in a green cap somewhere in Bere, saying that Senator Mundigi doesn't address the House in English. I think, Senator Mundigi, you should send today's clip to that deranged human being and tell him, hapa ni wapi, as they say. Mr. Speaker, Senator Mundigi has brought a very important issue. Growing up, Mr. Speaker, for a long time, the only payslip in our house was my mother's teacher's salary. And therefore, when Mundigi speaks about this issue of MACL, the advanced medical scheme for teachers, it's something that I keep hearing being raised even in public gatherings where I am with teachers. And I don't know what will be the eventual resolution of that particular matter, Mr. Speaker, but I just do hope that our chair for education, Senator Montet, will give this matter the urgency that it deserves, because in the last 1 month I've been to celebrations of teachers who've been elected to be public officials in the Kupet elections. And on each occasion, this matter has come up as something that teachers want to be properly addressed with a final resolution. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, it is my hope that we can add our voice into a speedy resolution between TSC and the service provider of this service so that our teachers don't suffer any longer. But nonetheless, good work, Senator Mundigi. Please send that man this clip. I thank you.
Senator Sifuna.
Speaker, it's good I'm going after, another child of a teacher, and my story is quite similar. But Speaker, I wanted to very briefly touch on the statements that have been brought by both Senators Mundigi, Senator Chimera, and Senator Lomenen, the senator from Turkana. And it paints a very grim picture of our healthcare in the country, Honorable Speaker. From the statement by Mundigi, you can see these themes are recurrent. And every morning, Honorable Speaker, we wake up to very scary headlines about the state of healthcare in our country. In the morning, we saw a headline screaming that 1.2 billion shillings has been paid to a company that nobody knows, out of SHA, that in fact You will say that during your brief, Senator, but allow me to just say that it's not the first time that we are seeing such scary headlines, Honorable Speaker. You've heard Senator Chimera complain of repeated violations and non-respect for collective bargaining agreements that have been signed. As we speak right now, I am receiving an avalanche of complaints from nurses who work at Muthui National Teaching and Referral Hospital, Honorable Speaker, who have been on 3-month contracts from June of 2021. And if you compare, because of their status, Honorable Speaker, how much they are earning compared to those of their colleagues who are on permanent and pensionable. Speaker, you can imagine they are earning 3 times less their colleagues for doing the exact same work. So all these stories that we see point to a problem or a crisis in the healthcare sector. And in fact, Kenyans are telling us that if there are 2 things we need to resolve, Honorable Speaker, is the healthcare system and, of course, our education system. And we are hoping that we can have conversations, Honorable Speaker. Part of the problem, and I want Kenyans to understand this, part of the problem is the shadiness of this business, Honorable Speaker, the lack of transparency. Why do we have, for instance, to hear from hospitals that there is a deduction on hospital reimbursements of 2% that nobody knows what it is for? It is forcing medical facilities to go to court to be told, what this deduction is for. And there is a lot of mystery surrounding some of these operatives within the SHA network or the SHA ecosystem. And Honorable Speaker, which is the proposition we are giving Kenyans, is that without us falling in place in terms of the values of our constitution, these problems are going to recur. We need transparency in the administration of the SHA system. And if we do not have that transparency, Honorable Speaker, these stories will continue to appear in our newspapers. With those many remarks, I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Cherargei.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Sorry for this opportunity. I want to comment on two statements by the Senator of Embu and nominated Senator from Kwale. One is that we are having crisis, Madam Speaker. I want to call upon you, Madam Speaker, as the chair of this session, understanding number one, to order by next week, Tuesday, that the Health Committee should brief the country. Madam Speaker, we are facing crisis. Kapsabet County Referral Hospital, as we talk today, is closed. Madam Speaker, I believe the police station, the hospital, and any other, Madam Speaker, should not be closed for whatever reason. Madam Speaker, we are facing a crisis, and I expected the Committee of Health to brief the House. It has been happening for the last few days, Madam Speaker. And the people who suffer the most are the people who we represent, Madam Speaker. In the history of County of Nandi, this is the first time that Kapsabet County Referral Hospital is being closed. A number of health facilities in Nandi County have been closed because of the CBA disagreement between the county government, the governor, and the health nurses in terms of their promotion, work environment, lack of medical access, Madam Speaker, and many other issues. And I don't know, Madam Speaker, because maybe my colleagues, the stories in their counties are totally different. But what we are seeing, Madam Speaker, is that this CBA we must negotiate so that we can agree as a country,
can you consult in law terms?
Madam Speaker.
Just hold on a little, Senator Cherargei. Honorable Senators, please consult in law tones so that the speaking senator can be heard.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think this is a very serious crisis that the issue of CBA and health workers, we must look at it. The Kenya National Union of Nurses, Kenya Union of clinical officers and other health practitioners, we are suffering. Colleagues and Madam Speaker, you must come out strongly. Just the way we are talking about medical cover for teachers, I want to appeal that this matter must be resolved so that our teachers can access the medical cover. Finally, on the insecurity in Isiolo, Madam Speaker, I'm surprised the chairperson of national security is also complaining like all of us. And she was with the Minister of Health a few minutes ago. But you know the Minister of Interior is busy doing kingpin politics. He's moving around Kalenjin counties, Madam Speaker, and therefore he will never have time to come to Isiolo. Madam Speaker, he has been attacking the Senator of Wazingishu, the Senator of Kericho. Madam Speaker, therefore I don't think he will have time to come to Isiolo. Senator Dulo, we leave you with God and the Holy Spirit, Madam Speaker, because some of us know what he wants to achieve. While we are assisting the president to fix many issues, he is fixing the issues of kingship politics and 2032 succession politics. Madam Speaker, with those many remarks, I beg to yield the mic back.
Senator Beatrice Ogola.
Madam Speaker, I rise to comment on the two statements by the Senator of Embu, Senator Mundigi. The first one that touches my heart, Madam Speaker, is about a collapsed bridge at the Ndatu village. Madam Speaker, all Kenyans deserve some services. Madam Speaker, these bridges, this is a problem that is akin to a problem we have in North Kabwoch Ward, of a very big problem in that village, because along the river Riana, which will soon be full when the rains begin, the moment that river gets filled up. Madam Speaker, if you see how pathetic
the situation, a makeshift bridge that would allow these pupils, the women that walk across that river, and Madam, that our people need the service, the national government move from one village to the other. Secondly, teachers. And I want to thank Madam Speaker, medical cover of teachers need to in hospital. There was from the insurer and other public officers, the medical cover of teachers must be looked into, and I congratulate you, my brother, Senator Mundigi, for bringing these issues to Parliament. I support.
Senator Okenyuri.
Senator Mundigi, and the Speaker kept saying that they're going to actually address this matter with the various teachers' unions that met in that meeting. I actually do not understand why this keeps healthcare of teachers is a matter that should be given priority, Madam Speaker. And it's very sad that the teachers have to use their own money in accessing healthcare, whereas both in the healthcare sector, Madam Speaker, a solution to this matter so that the matter does not keep recurring in form of statements, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
This session over, and I would want us to move to the next.
Constitution of Select Committees of the Senate.
Who's the mover of this? Majority Leader?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ideally, this is a motion of the minority side, but since my counterpart is not in the House, I can offer to assist him. But I'm wondering why Senator Wambua is not rising to do this, and he's a substantive deputy. No, I was just called, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I was told the Senate Majority Leader. That's why I responded. Ideally, this is Senator Wambua's work that I'm doing, Madam Speaker.
Proceed, Senator Majority. That is fine.
Okay, Senator Wambua, you've heard, Madam Speaker, that notwithstanding, I rise to move the following motion, which is the reconstitution of select committees of the Senate. That notwithstanding the resolution of the Senate made on 12 February 2025, 2nd December 2025, and 17 June 2026, on the approval of senators to serve in the various select committees of the Senate, A, pursuant to Standing Order 197, 199, 228, and the fourth schedule to the standing orders, the Senate approves the following senators nominated by the Senate Business Committee to serve in the standing committees of the Senate as follows. 1, Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Senator Edwin Sifuna to replace Senator Beatrice Ogola. Standing Committee on Energy, Senator Beatrice Ogola to replace Senator Moses Kajwang. Standing Committee on Health, Senator Shakila Abdallah to replace Senator Joseph Giduku. Standing Committee on Information, Communication and Technology, Senator Moses Kajwang and Senator Beatrice Ogola to replace Senators Shakila Abdallah and Senator Hezena Lemaletian. Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunity and Regional Integration, Senator Godfrey Osotsi to replace Senator Beth Siengo. Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing, Senator Amida Kibwana to replace Senator Crystal Asige. Standing Committee on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism, Senator Enoch Wambua to replace Senator Hamida Ali Kibwana, pursuant to Standing Order 193, 194, 197, and 199. The Senate approves the following senators nominated by the Senate Business Committee to serve in the select committees of the Senate as follows. 1, County Public Accounts Committee, Senator Joseph Kiduku and Senator Justice Stewart Mazayo to replace Senator Jones Mwaruma and Senator Edwin Sifuna. County Public Investments Committee and Special Funds Committee, Senator Jones Mwaruma and Senator Hezena Lemaletian to replace Senator Eddie Okech and Senator Godfrey Osotsi. Mr. Speaker, this is, my apologies, Madam Speaker, this is a routine reorganization of the committee. Ideally, this is a matter that should have been handled by my colleague, my counterpart, the leader of the minority. But he's not in the House this afternoon, Mr. Speaker.
And therefore, I'll be transacting this on his behalf, because I can see he has made quite a raft of changes. And I want to believe, as leader of the minority side, this is done, Mr. Speaker, to infuse new energy into certain committees, move certain competencies into different places, Mr. Speaker, as expected, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I had requested that there should be a detector at the door for colorless liquid, Madam Speaker, and I think increasingly there is a need for the same. This matter, Madam Speaker, I have seen also certain reports. For example, I saw, I don't know if it was fake news or genuine news, and I haven't had the opportunity to ask my colleague, Senator Crystal, whether it is true. I saw a caption somewhere saying that she had been removed for a committee for proposing something. I'd wish to believe that that is fake news. I don't think she said that, Madam Speaker, but the world is such as it is, because I doubt if a member can be removed from a committee for proposing something, because in any case, Madam Speaker, to propose any legislation, one, you don't have to be a member of any committee. You can propose legislation on any matter. And second, and most importantly, to progress a particular legislation, you need the support of just serving in a particular committee. No. It's not to you, Senator Crystal. It is a comment.
Senator, you're not being addressed. I think that's not directed at you at all. Well, there'll be opportunity to speak,
I'm sure.
and I'll give Senator Crystal an opportunity to have a...
That will be better. Then she can clarify whether she said that or it's just the usual fake news that we see online about this House on many other matters. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I wouldn't wish to be long at this. I beg to move and request the Deputy Minority Whip, the Senator for Migori, Senator Eddie Okech, to second. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
To second this motion right from the onset, I think it is quite self-explanatory, in the sense that moving of some of these committees is not only about making some committees effective, as majority leader has indicated. It's also to allow some members also have some experiences in some committees, because I do believe that all members in this House are endowed with the talent to make sure that they can contribute to all committees. Of course, there are some members who are more experts than others in some committees, but as members, we can speak of a variety of issues in the committees that we have put. And I want to appreciate members for having contributed heavily and immensely in the committees that they have been able to serve in this House since they came to this House. But I think that there are some committees that will be important for some members also to be able to actually have just experience on a variety of issues. Because in some committees, to be honest, there are issues that you deal with that affect a number of counties, Madam Speaker, in the context of what majority has talked about, that the members of the public might feel like maybe there's a purge on certain individuals for action or position on some issues. Actually, it isn't. For instance, Madam Speaker, you know very well that in this House, I've had the pleasure, and I say this with a lot of humility, to serve as the chair of Roads and Transport. And I've also had the pleasure to serve as the vice chair of CPIC. And Madam Speaker, these changes basically have removed me from those two positions. Somebody might argue that, oh, now you are the deputy minority leader, Madam. The deputy minority whip. But Madam Speaker, you know that my vice chair at the Committee of Roads and Transport is equally a deputy minority whip, who you would expect that should not be holding that position and then also becomes a vice chair or a chair of a committee. But you see, I have been stripped of all those positions, yet he has remained. So if I wanted to cry, I would cry that, that why am I being removed from the position of chairing transport or the position of vice chairing of CPIC? But I'm not complaining because I do understand that I've been removed from CPIC because other members ought to actually be able to have the best experience that I've had there. And I've been removed as a chair of roads and transport because other members need to also, experience the same kind of, work and experience that I've had in this opportunity. And somewhere like CPIC, I would have wished that as many members experience CPIC as much as possible, which is why I've actually happily left that committee, because that committee is where I've had a lot of experience in terms of dealing with hospitals in all the counties. I've also had the experience of voting at some point on the issue of Thika municipalities and the request to make it a city. The bird's eye view position on these matters are canvassed in CPIC, Madam Speaker. I also know that we have got some serious issues on water resources in our counties, especially how the WSPs function in our counties. I think that I've had a mine of information together with my chair, who I've really respected working with and appreciated working with, Senator Osotsi, who was the chair of CPIC, and I was his vice chair. Both of us, the country should know that we have both been removed, not just from the committees, but also from the positions, Madam Speaker. So it's very important that, Madam Speaker, this shift.
Senator Eddy, do you want to be informed by Senator Osotsi?
Madam Speaker, I've had a lot of information by Senator Osotsi when you were serving.
Just say no, yes.
So I think he will inform me better when he's contributing. So for now, Madam Speaker, I would just want to go ahead and second the motion. So, Madam Speaker, I think that I would want positive energy to be in the House, that these changes are not in any way to punish or to demean or are malicious to any member. I think they are healthy changes that are there to make sure that all members get experiences across board and contribute effectively. In any case, also, Madam Speaker, we are experiencing a time that we are heading towards an elective cycle. And it is important that we balance these committees so that some members who might be going to experience, a time that they want to go and campaign and might not be available to give quorum. Some members can also be more available. So we balance these things, looking at a number of things from the minority side. And I want to wish members who have been given the different committees the courage to actually be available to give quorum to these committees and canvass across a number of issues and make sure that the agenda that is remaining in those committees are done before people perhaps go to campaigns next year. Therefore, I want to second and support, and hopefully this will be able to contribute to the best conduct and the best churning out of the business of the House through these committees. I second, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Senators, I propose the question that notwithstanding the resolutions of the Senate made on 12th February 2025, 2nd December 2025, and 17th June 2026 on the approval of senators to serve in various select committees of the Senate, A, pursuant to Standing Order 197, 199, 228, and the fourth schedule to the standing orders, the Senate approves the following senators nominated by the Senate Business Committee to serve in standing committees of the Senate as follows. 1. Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Senator Edwin Sifuna, CBS, MP, to replace Senator Beatrice Ogola, MP. 2. Standing Committee on Energy, Senator Beatrice Ogola, MP, to replace Senator Moses Kajwang, CBS, MP. 3. Standing Committee on Health, Senator Shakila Abdallah Mohammed, MP, to replace Senator Joseph Kithuku, MP. 4. Standing Committee on Information, Communication and Technology, Senator Moses Kajwang, CBS MP, and Senator Beatrice Ogola, MP, to replace Senator Shakila Abdallah Mohammed, MP, and Senator Hezena Lemalatian, MP. 5. Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equality, Equal Opportunity, and Regional Integration, Senator Godfrey Osotsi, CBS, MP, to replace Senator Beth Siengo, MP. 6. Standing Committee on Roads, Transport and Housing, Senator Hamida Kibwana, MP, to replace Senator Crystal Asige, MP. 7. Standing Committee on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism, Senator Enoch Wambua, CBS, MP, to replace Senator Hamida Ali Kibwana, MP. B. Pursuant to Standing Orders 193, 194, 197, and 199, the Senate approves the following senators nominated by the Senate Business Committee to serve in select committees of the Senate as follows. 1. County Public Accounts Committee, Senator Joseph Kithuku, MP, and Senator Justice Retired Stuart Mazayo, EGH, MP, to replace Senator Johannes Mwaruma, MP, and Senator Edwin Sifuna, CBS, MP. 2. County Public Investment and Special Funds Committee, Senator Jones Mwaruma, MP, and Senator Hezena Lemelatian, MP, to replace Senator Eddie Okech, MP, and Senator Godfrey Osotsi, CBS, MP. I will now call upon, I'm proposing to call upon maybe 3 on either side to... I have made the decision that I will give opportunity for contributions to a few people on either side. Senator Crystal Asige, I'll begin with you.
Mine was a clarification, Chair.
So you don't need to. So
It's a clarification. Point of clarification.
That's all right. Oh, so now who is going to clarify?
No, it's okay. It's passed.
It's passed. Okay, that's fine. Who is there? Oh, okay. I see Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Just before, I think not more than 3 minutes for each contributor, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I've listened to the contribution while moving the motion by the majority leader and seconded by the minority whip. And I want to say that effectively, those changes remove me as the chair of CPIC. I want to thank the House for having given me the opportunity to serve as the chair of CPIC for 4 years. Indeed, this was a new committee in this session of Senate, and we have made a tremendous
Are you out of data? Muthui Solutions Hub brings you amazing data deals, tunukiwa, minutes and SMS deals purchased with or without Okoa Jahazi. To get